JoWvttz on craziest jail story being Crip in a one person in a person full of in a prison full of bloods. Like all these ones and shit, these ads fucking me up. I cranked it on him in
Listen,
quotations.
if you want to see the full version of this interview without waiting until part 75, hit the join button right next to the subscribe button and become a VIP member for just $2.99 a month. While you're at it, turn the red subscribe button gray and hit the notification bell. All right, non-VIPs, enjoy the clip. You know, you speaking about doing time and how that can help, that kind of shaped who you are. I remember when I heard K Flock's FTO, you know, he said free JoWvttz, he was bugging. They had to put him in a box, you know.
Fire, yeah. Not free K Flock, you heard, till you touchdown, gangster.
Absolutely. That's kind of that we all heard that name, but we didn't really know who that was, you know what I'm saying? So when you came home, it was like, oh shit, that's dude he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? So you was locked up. You was locked up during that time that he dropped that song. You know, being at your home, you did your time. Could you talk about what you got locked up for and all that? How long you did?
I got locked up for a couple shit, like shootings, robberies.
Okay.
I got sentenced 4 years in prison.
Damn.
I did damn near 3 years. Came back home.
Yeah.
After almost doing 3 years, I got back locked up for a gun charge.
Damn.
And I did 6 months
Okay.
on Rikers Island.
Got
And
you.
I just came home February 2022. Feel me? So during that time on Rikers Island, that's when my brother, he really reached his height where he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
For me, but I was locked up during that time.
Got you.
Crazy.
Did you see him while you was in there or not?
See him out? Nah, I ain't seen him. I was on the island.
Okay. Damn. You know, going through all of that, like, you know, I can't imagine what it might
Crazy,
feel
bro.
like to do.
I be seeing people like Jack Boy and Kodak. They was going in and out. Like Kodak would come home, he would get locked up again, and kept going back and forth. But that's crazy, bro. He was locked down for what? He said 3 years, came home, got a gun charge, locked up for 6 months. And it's like, bro, he missed like a lot of the Bronx drill shit, and you feel me? Even K Flock blowing up and shit. It's like, damn, he couldn't really have time home with K Flock because he got locked up. Damn.
2-3 years, come home and then go right away, catch a gun charge. You know, at that time, were you kind of scared, like, yo, they might give me mad time since I just came home?
No, I wasn't scared. Everything in my life, I felt like it's regular. For me,
Yeah.
Allah wrote my story, and I'm the character playing a role in the story. For me,
Gotcha.
so it is what it is. You feel me? I know what I signed up for my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Shit regular.
You said Allah?
Yeah, Allah. Yeah,
Okay, you Muslim?
Yeah, you could say I don't really consider myself Muslim because I ain't take my shahada yet.
All
For me,
right.
but I definitely believe in Allah to the most highest extent. For sure.
Yeah. Yo, I know it might sound ignorant, but I'm shocked only because usually when I see like Hispanic people, it's mostly like Catholicism or Christianity, things like that. So what kind of made you gravitate to the Muslim
Being
religion?
locked up, bro.
Malcolm X.
Mm.
Yes, sir. I was up north in the South.
Yeah.
I was always reading books to build my knowledge. You feel me? I ain't really go to school. I went to school, of course. You feel me? I was in a box a lot, but when I read Malcolm X book, for me, I just like reading books and building my knowledge. So I started reading that book and reading Malcolm X story made me believe Allah. And then one day I was in the yard and somebody told me that Allah means God. You feel me? It's just translated in Arabic. You feel me? So that's when I really like by myself. I believe in Allah without Malcolm X. But Malcolm X is like what made me go in that path.
Yeah, got you. Could you someday see yourself actually taking your shahada and all that?
Yeah, I see myself one day taking my shahada.
Got you. All right, bet. That's what's up. You know, I was watching your prank with Trill Marty, and I seen where you was just like, yo, you know, I got into a lot of shit up there because I'm Crip, and so with that kind of being said, we all know like it's a little rough out. It could be rough for people who's Crip while they up top, you know what I'm saying? Because we living in New York where most of the prisons is dominated by Bloods. At least that's what we hear, you know what I'm saying? So for you, you know, what was that experience like for you?
For me, it was like it was basically like how you heard gangster.
Yeah.
It's like you living in your nightmare every day. feel me? But like I said, it is what it is. Even before believing in Allah, you feel me? Like I always felt my life is regular, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it is what it is, you feel me? I'm gonna bang my shit and we gonna go out, go to the box, shit like that.
Got you. You know, one of the when I asked for people to send some questions in for you, they wanted to know what's your craziest story while you was in there.
My craziest story. My craziest story was when I was getting out the box.
Yeah.
And green shoe 200, and I was going to green population. So you feel me? COs already know the vibes, you heard. So the COs be thinking niggas gonna be scared and shit. So CO knocked on my door one morning. He like, yo, said my last name. He said, yo, you going to the population? You get off the box today. You going to the population? I said, yeah, what's up? Yo, right now, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, my son, my cellmate from the town, she was in there with me. So I told him, yo, hold all my shit down. I'll be right back in 15 minutes.
Oh,
Boom.
okay.
When I went outside, boom. I already picked out my victim and all that, you feel me?
Yeah.
See, asked him if he was banging. He was banging. He's banging blood, you heard. You know. I don't color bang in the towns and shit like that, but in prison and jail, you know how that shit go.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get out there, he in front of me, they take off his shackles first, then they took off my shackles. And I just cranking on him, and you feel me? Shit got lit right there.
Got you.
Damn.
You know, I always hear that. I interview so many people, and they always be like, "Yo, you have to do that to kind of, like basically, it's gonna be tough. You might as well just pop it off right away.
Yep.
You know, being that happened. You know what I'm saying? When things like that happen, do they kind of give you like a strike, like they add to your time or whatever things like?
I didn't want to pay attention to Brody's face or nothing like that, but I seen this shit in a couple like music videos and shit. I thought he was gonna talk about like him being like shanked or some shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know if that's just like, I don't know. I just thought it was
Like that, or
got cut.
You just get tickets tier 1, tier 2s or tier 3s.
yeah,
And depending on the tiers, you could either pay a couple dollars out the money that you get from the commissary ticket out
Gotcha.
for the ticket fee, and you do box time.
All right.
But
What's talking about?
either
My
pay
bad.
tier 1, tier 2s or tier 3.
Right away. You know, being that happened. You know what I'm saying? When things like that happen, do they kind of give you like a strike, like they add to your time or whatever things like that, or?
Nah, you get tickets tier 1, tier 2s or tier 3s.
Yeah.
And depending on the tiers, you could either pay a couple dollars out the money that you get from the commissary ticket out
Gotcha.
for the ticket fee, and you do box time.
All right.
But with that, like, you could get some shit called good time taking off.
Okay.
Feel me? So you do some shit, some crazy shit. You should cut somebody, stab somebody, or beat up a CO or some shit. And you do enough time in the box. Like when you get sentenced to the box time, you can get good time taken off, and that affects your go home shit.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Gotcha.
Oh.
All right, bet.